Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. And you are now tuned in to Wilson Block 100 Radio. And today, man, I just want to talk about why Jackie Robinson deserves a street. Okay? A boulevard in particular. Okay? Now, listen, man, I got history with this subject. And, where do I begin? Okay? Now, first and foremost, man, I'm just going to jump right into it. Jackie Robinson deserves a street, and it should be in Pasadena, California, okay? The place where he started, and we should do it because, it'll be a symbol of the power of his inspiration, how it stretched across multi-generations and inspired even my generation to want to honor a man that displayed so much character, okay? And, listen, inspiration for this move came after watching the movie 42, and I was very inspired by that movie. It still, to this day, remains one of my favorite movies of all time. And after watching that movie, man, I was just so inspired. I felt like I just had to do something, you know. And, what was it? January 31st, 2015, okay, which also marked the 100-year anniversary that Abraham Lincoln abolished slavery in America, and also Jackie Robinson's birthday, okay? We walked 42 miles, okay? It was the iconic 42-mile walk for love, peace, and unity. We started on Altadena Drive in Washington Boulevard in Pasadena, Altadena, and we walked all the way to Leimert Park, okay, on a custom route that was 42 miles, okay, and we successfully completed that. And you could check out my Instagram at Mistah Wilson, MISTAH Wilson, to see the pictures and the story from that, okay. My Instagram has, the whole story to the million-foot commitment, okay. And anyway, we did the 42-mile walk. We did it, okay. And so soon thereafter, I was inspired to, start a petition, okay, to change Washington Boulevard in Pasadena to the first ever Jackie and or Mack Robinson Boulevard, okay. And real quick, let's talk about why I chose why Washington Boulevard, why we targeting Washington Boulevard for the street name change. First off, Washington Boulevard, being that it's the central thoroughfare through Pasadena, okay. Washington Boulevard, compared to the other streets in the area, Los Robles, Fair Oaks, Lincoln, well, not even Lincoln, but like Marengo, you know what I'm saying, El Molino, these streets are already unique to the city of Pasadena, South Pasadena, Altadena, okay. It wouldn't make sense to change those streets, okay. Even Mountain Street, Orange Grove, Villa, wouldn't make sense to change these streets. But it would make sense to change Washington Boulevard strictly because, there's no, relation. Washington has no, pretty much when I did the research, Washington Boulevard in Pasadena is strictly named after the state of Washington. As you got other streets in Pasadena, Idaho Street, Wyoming Street, what have you, Montana, okay. So Washington Boulevard is representative of the state of Washington, and the state of Washington is representative of George Washington, the president, okay. So when you take that into account, Washington just doesn't mean as much to the city of Pasadena as Robinson would, okay. Now when you think of Robinson Boulevard, okay, Pasadena should be the first thing that comes to your mind. Just like when you hear Crenshaw, that's LA, right? No matter where you are in the country, you hear Crenshaw, that's LA. You hear Wilshire, that's LA, okay. But when you hear Robinson Boulevard, okay, you don't know where that's at, but you will know it's in Pasadena, okay, soon to be. And there's a couple, Jackie Robinson Parkways on the East Coast and different places in the country. But listen, when I first started this idea to change Washington Boulevard to Robinson Boulevard, I sent the email to the mayor of Pasadena, Mayor Bill Bogard, and he promptly responded to me saying that there was a recent attempt to change Pepper Street in the projects, okay, to Robinson Street, okay, and it failed. It failed in a major way, okay. And we can't deny that it's a daunting task, okay, to get signatures from all the homeowners on the street. A lot of people don't live there, or they're not in town, and what have you. And then you got the people that just be like, no, you know what I'm saying. And I understand that people are resistant to change. So when you present change, or when you propose change, off top there's just a resistance, okay. And my thing this whole time has been, even when the mayor sent me back the statistics, and that he feels that it wasn't really worth undertaking at that time, I feel personally, I believe that Jackie Robinson deserves a boulevard, okay, not a street, okay. Y'all was trying to honor Jackie Robinson with a little street in the projects, and I get it. He grew up on that street, okay. I get that, okay. Or I think they tried to change Hammond Street. That's what it was. I think it was Hammond Street. But however, whichever way it goes, Jackie Robinson deserves a boulevard, and we need to give it to him, okay. And it's just, I call it the Robinson Boulevard Initiative. And one day, there will be a Robinson Boulevard, okay? And think about the change. Like, I don't really feel sorry for the businesses along Washington Boulevard that have to change their, business name because of a street name change. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is the inspiration that it will serve as for generations to come, okay? And I think like the East Washington Village, that could be transformed into somewhat of a local sports district, okay? Because I know they got, soccer store over there, maybe a golf store or something like that. And then redesign the street signs, what I'm saying, around Robinson Boulevard, to having rows and outlined in white, so green street sign with a rose outlined in white on the street sign. And, turn people on to the story of Jackie Robinson, okay? And he was a man of character, and he was just really one of those guys that, when I look back on history, me being born in 90, when I look back on history and see someone like Jackie Robinson, that's someone that I can look up to, okay? He made me get up one day and say, hey, I'm walking 42 miles, whether people know it or not, okay? That's how inspirational he was. And listen, man, when they shot the movie, they did a great job. Let this also serve as my movie review, okay, for the movie 42, okay, because it just helped me understand that time. And then check this out. Once I saw the movie 42, and then, it helped me understand the time of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And, we could talk all day about this, man. You know what I mean? But listen, that's why Jackie Robinson deserves a street in Pasadena, and it needs to be a boulevard, and it's going to be Washington Boulevard, okay? Because there's another Washington Boulevard 10 miles away, okay? Right here in LA, San Bernardino, Culver City, Washington Place and all that. There's just so many Washington Boulevards around. It's not going to hurt us to honor someone like Jackie Robinson. And see, another thing is, every time I look up, they keep honoring Jackie Robinson with freeways and baseball fields and things like that. And that's cool and all, okay? But listen, I'm not going for it. He needs a boulevard, and that's it, okay? Holla at your boy, Mr. Wilson. We need to talk about this, man. It's serious business, man, okay? Hey, man, thank y'all for tuning in to Wilson Block 100 Radio. The Wilson Block magazine comes out every Monday. If you like this video and you're down with the Robinson Boulevard Initiative, please feel free to give this video a like. Leave a comment, tell me your thoughts, share the video, and subscribe to the channel, okay? And until next time, I'm out.